Sports on with a smile on your face. The personalities of Sport Talk. Dr. Basketball. Earthquake Cowboy Joe. Doing it for you. Weekdays 4 till 7 on 102.3 The Talk Monster.
Well, I'm a counterman at the AutoZone store in Birmingham, Alabama. We got everything from A to Z, some miscellaneous and what have you. I got the parts to fix all the parts of cars and make them all blow smoke. But I ain't got the part for that part of my heart that woman of mine just broke. But I'm a counterman and I was counting on her just to stay with me the rest of my life. I was crazy for wishing that blonde beautician would settle down and be my wife. I'd bet a set of plugs, she's powdered up and painted, dancing holes in her high heels. Cause she's pretty as a cherry 57 Chevy and smooth as an Oldsmobile.
That's the one and only sound of Roger Allen Wade, our good buddy. We like to call him Raw. There you go, the counterman. What's up, Roger? How you doing?
Hey, Quake, thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Just thrilled to be here, man. I'm a huge Sport Talk fan, as you well know, and just great to be here with you and Doc and Joe, and been waiting on this for a long time.
Well, we appreciate you coming by as always.
And we want the Tide guy to call back because Roger's going to do sports with us. This is not all
we'll
about
talk
music.
some sports now. No politics. We've sworn that off.
Politics.
But sports, we'll talk it. 267-1023, and, of course, Roger Allen Wade hanging with us. One of Chattanooga's finest gyms, I believe, and I've been fortunate enough to see you at some of the great haunts here in the Chattanooga area.
Ooh, yeah, Doc was just talking before we come back on about the meanest ones, and I probably played some of them, but most of the ones we had the pleasure to play was always good-natured folks just having a good time and just really polite church-going women.
Of course.
And,
always. Always.
Well, I've called you the king of the honky-tonks in Chattanooga and maybe the best honky-tonker ever. And then young people ask me, or young friends, what's honky-tonk music? And I just look at them and I say, I don't know.
It's a real thing, ain't it, Doc?
It's different.
You got to love it.
It's sometimes they're never finished. You've been through all this, I know, and I don't know. Hank Williams Sr. was obviously the best honky-tonker ever.
Undoubtedly. I don't think anybody could argue with that. And it killed old Hank, though. About 27, I was lucky enough to dodge a few bullets and a few wild women and survive to the ripe old age. I think I'm 53 and a half.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You look great, buddy.
I'm feeling
you really
good,
do.
brother.
You really
feeling
do.
good.
I know you've been through a lot, and we're glad to see you look fantastic.
You told me one time, I think you were okay when you told me, you know how that goes, that, it's a honky-tonk. What was the definition? As long as I don't start singing before 11. I don't know.
That's a pretty good definition.
It's good to see you, buddy.
It is good to see you. Now, Roger, you've got a new CD that's going to be coming out soon, I guess. And, the thing I like about you is you've made us cry. With, what was it?
Oh, good Lord, that Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Song like that. And then you'll have Frying Bacon Naked, where everybody's standing up, clapping, and laughing.
One of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you touch all the spectrums. You're one of the best songwriters when you really get serious of doing some things, and you can have fun with it, too. And I think that is the epitome of Roger Allen Wade, because it's a well-rounded sound. It's just enough rough around the edges, but yet I think polished up when it comes to the lyrics that you write and things like that, of life experiences and just the world through your eyes.
Yeah, man. To me, that's what always made a difference to me. Doc's talking about real honky-tonk music and the real thing and the honest thing. If it wasn't honest, it never got my attention or raised a hair on my neck. And a lot of the things that we do, they may not be correct, or it's like lumber with the bark still on it,
Right.
But just try to, as long as it's honest, as long as somebody's going for it, I don't care if they get there or not. It's just a matter of them going for it. I'd rather see them crash and burn, honestly, than make it through unscarred. And so we pretty much accomplished that.
Roger, are the true honky-tonkers a dying breed?
I don't think so, Doc. I think there's some really cool cats coming along, even here in town. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm a big fan of Channing Wilson and Nathan Farrell, Pee Wee Moore, Chad Yates, and a bunch of these young cats that are the real deal. And like I say, I don't want to leave anybody out. That's just off the top of my head.
Right.
But there's a lot of...
You play with Davey Smith, I'm sure,
Davey
right?
Smith, I'm a big fan of Davey's. I just love old Davey. And those cats are the real thing, And I think they do the things that like I was talking about, it raise the hair on your neck, and they get out there and they're doing it, man. They're earning their stripes. And
we talk about country music a lot, and just performers. Obviously we concentrate mostly on the sports stage, but to me, sports, actors, musicians, there's some sort of the common thread there. And I think when you have somebody that's doing it real, like you're saying, their heart's in it, you can tell. You really have to live that life. You can't just put a toe in every once in a while when you want. You got to live that life and experience the road or whatever,
You got to pay the price. It's got to be authentic. You guys do it. I hear other sport talk shows. I hear, I'm traveling around all the time. This is the real deal, man, and y'all ain't faking it. Y'all are going for it, and that means the world to me. That's what attracts me to it.
And I could sit here and talk to you for months and months. Where do you come up with all of a sudden, Mama, Johnny Cash died?
Where do you? I love that song. That was actually a thing, Doc. My cousin.
Wake Mama Up, Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
what was it?
Mama loved Johnny Cash. It's just like Mama. That was Rosie on the phone. Rose was John and June's daughter, and it was like I just thought about having to break the news to my mother that Johnny Cash had died, and that sprung from the fact that my cousin Johnny Knoxville is a huge Johnny Cash fan, and the phone rang about 3:30, 4 o'clock one morning, and he was just in horrible emotional shape and just crushed. And I was like, "What's wrong?" And he was like, "Johnny Cash just died," and he loved Johnny Cash. That's where he got the "Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville" for the Jackass from after Johnny Cash, and that was the germ of that idea. And I thought, man, what if I had to tell Mama, and I'm going to have to, that Johnny Cash has died? And it says like, "Wake up, Dad! Johnny Cash just died."
Yeah. It's an emotional song.
But you're when you did it and recorded it, or when I first heard it, the pause got me.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said in music for silence
pause
and
for
pause.
drama.
Yeah.
Sure. I could have sworn Roger just cried. We
were about to. We recorded that at Knoxville's house. And
is this in L.A. or?
Yeah, and right in smack dab in the middle of Hollywood, and he is the original Hollywood hillbilly.
Now, I was about to ask you, Roger, how do you guys fit in Hollywood? Now, I don't see you rolling down Rodeo Drive or anything like that.
Do you wear a Balin Twine belt? Is the best question.
I'm not going that far. But.
Years ago, I could have seen him with Charlie Sheen.
He had old Dale Watson. Knoxville had Dale Watson out of his house here. I don't know. It's been the last few months, and they were doing a video for one of Dale's records. And Knox's daughter was having a birthday party, and they had a bunch of balloons left over in the swimming pool, and they were shooting them with BB guns, And so the neighbors don't know they're BB guns, and they call the cops, and Knox has got this great picture of him handcuffed and the turkey walking him out there at the car, and all his daughters and their friends have got on these Roger Allen Wade T-shirts, and Knox ain't got no shirt on. He's in handcuffs, and it's like, what do they get you for? He's like, man, shooting balloons in the swimming pool with BB guns. So you got to be careful up there.
Yeah, I guess so. That sounds like an episode of Cops.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always something with them birds, though.
Oh, I'll bet. All right, more with Roger Allen Wade when we come back. We're going to get your, I know we tell the story all the time, but to the beginnings of how you kind of got your start and all that stuff.
And we'll take phone calls now, 267-1023.
No politics, though, Doc.
No politics, that's right. Only sports and music. 267-1023. It's Friday afternoon on the Talk Monster, and we are proud Roger Allen Wade is here hanging out with us. 267-1023. Sport Talk continues, and a look at your weather forecast. Doctor, who brings that to you this afternoon, this fine afternoon?
Everyone knows it's White Oak Barbershop. Not a chain, not a franchise. It's a real barbershop. Yep, and it is in White Oak, and it does make a difference. 4 master barbers providing great haircuts, followed with a hot leather neck shave. Oh, the White Oak Barbershop open 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, Saturdays until 4.
Partly cloudy and cool. Darn near cold tonight and tomorrow night. Lows around 29 in town. Sunny and cool tomorrow, high only 50 again, and warmer on Sunday, sunny skies and 58. That's your weekend forecast from Storm Track 9. Sport Talk continues. Roger Allen Wade, our special guest here in this hour, 267-1023. Joe, let a little of this play here on the Talk Monster 102.3.
He lives by my bed in a souvenir dish, swims round in circles and eats once a day, and looks a lot like my ex-wife's fiance. And I live in a room with a green radio, curled in the womb of a 29-year low. 4 walls from heaven and 1 sin from hell. In room 17 at Del Guayo Motel. And there's a wasteland across the highway where the lot lizards roam and the big diesels stay. The cops ask me questions and I tell them jokes, and that fat one, he's always a bumming my smokes. And the swimming pool water is Chuck Berry green, and the water pipes rattle like a pinball machine. The walls are blood red and the sheets are Velveeta, and that girl in 112, she goes by Juanita.
3FM WGOW, the Talk Monster.
Guitars and whiskey in a honky-tonk somewhere. The cowboy angel said, here's one about a girl with flowers in her hair. Wildflowers, asked the Knoxville boy. No, the cowboy replied. A wild rose like those that grows along the road, a slow burning suicide. Well, don't you cry for the cowboy angel, it's too late anyhow. He's too far gone, still riding on. Your tears can't help him now. Don't waste your love, sweet Magdalene, it'll only slow him down. Don't you cry for the cowboy angel, riding out to that sweet town.
624 at Sport Talk on a
stuff.
Friday. Roger
That's,
Allen Wade, our special guest. Doc Quake, Cowboy Joe with you on the Talk Monster, 267-1023.
You don't find that on CMT. Those people, and Roger, forgive me.
Too many start shirts
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
big hats nowadays.
I know we're coming to the phones. We've got calls. I got to ask you one thing, and it was a great movie, the Jeff Bridges movie. I don't know if you saw it.
No, sir. I've had a lot of people ask me about
I wish,
that.
because I'd like for your comment, did you live that? And obviously, I probably know you did, but
From what I understand, pretty much so. I want to see it, but I've just been. The last movie I saw like that was Willie Nelson's Honeysuckle Rose, and then that's where the 29-year low started. It was a party.
Yeah.
So I just buy into movies too much. You know,
this is pretty good.
I've heard it's pretty good. I haven't seen it either.
Oh,
What's the name of it
I saw
again?
it twice.
What is it?
God, I can't believe it.
Speaking of movies,
You got an Academy Award for it, and well deserved.
yeah. Jackass 3D. Now I haven't seen that movie yet, but do you make a cameo in that?
I did in Jackass 2, and I was telling Quake and Doc Joe that I'd written my Academy Award speech, but I never was in the movie on Jackass 3D. I do have 2 songs in the movie. The great Karen O from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, she recorded "If You're Gonna Be Dumb, You Gotta Be Tough" and did a magnificent job.
Yeah.
And then I got to write one and sing it in a new movie called "There's a Party in My Pants and You're Invited."
Is that his name?
It's a real toe tapper, Doc.
I'll bet.
No politics, boy.
That's right, no politics. Talk about your beginnings, because for the folks that may not have heard anything about you before, if they just moved into town or whatever, but you, one of your claims to fame is, and I bring this up every time and you clarify it, but writing a song that Hank Jr. made famous,
Yeah, called Country State of Mind.
Country State of Mind. There
We
you go.
spent every nickel of it. It went to #1, and me and my daughter spent every nickel of it at the fireworks stand in South Pittsburgh. And then just here recently, last a few weeks ago, one of my favorite honky-tonk singers, Mark Chestnut, recorded it on an album.
Really?
It's called
A new
Outlaw.
album?
Yes, sir. And he recorded some Willie Nelson and Billy Joe Shaver and Guy Clark songs, and he was kind enough to include Country State of Mind on there.
Talk about a honky-tonk, Billy Joe Shaver.
He is the real deal now. But Mark Chestnut recorded Country State of Mind again here a few weeks ago, and I hope that fireworks stand's still open.
Now, if I'm right, the original title you had, it was Tennessee State of Mind.
Volunteer State of Mind.
Volunteer, there you go.
And it was, that song's been really good to us, and I'm really proud of it.
It's one of his best.
Now, one thing that hacked me off, I know we're not talking politics, but then
No.
Big and Rich comes out with they named their album somewhere between Amazing Grace and Raising Hell, and that's a line out of that
there.
song
Yeah.
that I wrote sitting on the porch over in East Ridge.
Did you get any money out of that?
No, and my publisher wouldn't do nothing about it either, but they ain't real honky tonkers. A real honky tonker don't do that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no,
You can't
exactly.
keep
You
their-
write your own song.
I don't like them anyway.
My favorite
Yeah.
line in that, your version of it, which I've heard many times out and about, is "Mama and my Aunt Lamone."
Yeah, that's
got the bookie. What is it? Got the bookie trying to talk the bookie out of half a point.
Yeah, trying to, and that's important to a gambler. Half a point can make a difference.
You darn right.
It's called the hook.
The hook.
But you just say that because it's something about John Ward. There's a lot of Tennessee references.
I bet the old man's in the kitchen. He got the big orange on the radio. Drinking that whiskey and listening to John Ward tell about the big orange beating the living hell out of the Crimson Tide. And Mama and my Aunt Lemoyne trying to talk the bookie out of half a point. Me, I'm thinking about that girl and later tonight.
That's great. That is great stuff. Roger Allen Wade, our special guest here this hour. Sport Talk 267-1023, and we got Johnny Defender. Welcome to the Talk
I asked
Monster.
him about the movie because I want to know if they had any stunts going his way. if he got the Rocky or something like that.
No, I'm a chicken.
What's up, Defender?
Hey, Roger, how you doing?
How you doing, Judge? Good to hear from you.
Well, your family doing good?
Yes, sir, doing wonderful. They was asking about you the other day.
Are you traveling a lot now?
No, sir, we probably won't go back out until after the holidays, and then probably be gone quite a bit after that.
Yeah. Well, did you go out to Hollywood on Jackass 3, or you just recorded the songs?
Well, we went out the 4th of July. We had a show out there with Chuck Berry and Shooter Jennings, and we went out to do that show. And
Wow, nice.
in the meantime, I think that trip we ended up cutting our album, went down to Santa Monica and recorded the album. And the way we record basically is just get a bunch of energy drinks and cigarettes and hold up for a few hours. It's not real technical, but we had a ball.
Well, Johnny's story is he's shooting BB guns at the balloons. I heard a different story, so I don't know what he's shooting, but anyway, he got out of it, and that was a great picture.
Oh, it wasn't. I was telling Doc and Quake and Joe earlier that just the last few days just got back from New York City. We went up with Johnny Knoxville and the boys, and they premiered the new movie at the Museum of Modern Art. And so that was pretty interesting.
Can you imagine
Wow.
Jackass 3?
They didn't have no
Museum of
popcorn.
Modern Art.
Hey.
I bet they didn't.
Hey, Roger, that movie the first week grossed $50 million, so you don't need to worry about Big and Rich.
I don't know about that. That don't make them right, though.
Boy, that's right. But
Yeah.
but that's nice to know rich people. I'm so happy for y'all.
Well, I'm rich
Yeah.
knowing you. That's
Thank you.
my fortune.
Don't butter him up like
I'll
that.
tell you this now. I've met Johnny a couple of times, and of course he's a big cut up in these movies. But you don't meet a nicer guy. He is really a super guy.
Well, can I tell a quick story, Judge? We were all down in Austin, and we were with the Defender and his family, and we were down there. I think it was when Willie Nelson's road manager had died, and we went to do his memorial.
Yeah.
And then the judge had him the coolest cowboy hat in America.
No.
And
Well,
so,
remember, Roger, we went out to Willie Nelson's ranch.
yeah, we went to Willie's Ranch for dinner, and then we were going on to California. We had some shows lined up and going to play our way out there and play our way back. And the judge entrusted us. I'm telling on myself here. He entrusted us with that hat. So we were going to go dip it in the Pacific Ocean and bring it back to him.
Right.
And well, we took it and dipped it in the ocean, and then it got under the luggage and everything, and we still have it. So it really has more character than it originally did.
Well, don't worry. Dooley's got my tie, so it don't matter.
Yeah, Coach Dooley took his time.
You're going to be naked if you keep giving your clothes away.
Hey, Roger, one quick thing. I'll let you guys go. Doc had said before you got there that he was going to try to get you to write a theme song for Sport Talk.
I would be honored.
Well, I think I can help you, and you may not have to write it. I've got a good one. I've been working on this. Hold on just a half second.
Here we go.
This is big.
A true honky tonker.
Don't embarrass us, please.
Okay, here it is. I'm sorry. It's a good one, I think.
It ain't about a bus, is it?
Born to lose, I live my life in vain. Every dream has only brought me pain.
Where did he find this?
All my life, I've always been so blue.
Who's singing it? I don't know.
Born to lose,
Born to Lose is me.
lose.
I remember the tune. I just don't remember the singer.
Wow. All right. Well, I didn't hear
See
it
ya.
to bring a tear to a glass eye, but it
Boy,
probably
that
would,
right
wouldn't it?
there will now.
Born to Lose.
Jerry, welcome to Sport Talk and Talk Radio. How are you, Jerry?
Hey, I'm doing fine. I'd like to give a big howdy out to Roger, and there ain't a week goes by that the old pappy don't say hello to him or want to talk to him. Rog, how's it going, buddy?
Doing wonderful, man. Please give my love to your dad. Is he doing all right?
He's doing fine. He said, well, 6 years ago they gave him 6 months to live, and he can barely get around. He's only playing about 5 days a week now.
Well, he's tougher than the rest, man. I tell you what, I'd put my money on him anytime. And again, please just give him my love.
I'll do that.
Tell him
buddy.
get that mandolin and come see
Perry's
me.
doing a little work up there at his house now, but he's still getting up and going all the time. He asks about you. He'll call me once a week at least and says, "Where's Roger at? Where's Roger at?" He asks about Pee Wee Moore too.
Well, I love them all to death, man.
Thank
But,
you, Jerry.
Thank you.
Thank you, my
Good talking
friend.
to you, bro.
By the way, Kid Murph, who you made famous.
Yeah, I love the kid, the real Kid Murph.
He just texted me and said hi to you, too. So there you go.
He had a lot of impersonators going around.
He did, didn't he?
You're talking about doing a song about something.
Yeah, now there you go. I got the coolest call the other day. I thought y'all might enjoy this. Corky Miller, one of my all-time baseball heroes, his wife hit me up.
He was a catcher for the Lookouts
Yeah.
for a long time.
One of the-
Reds and where
Cool
else?
guy.
Angels or somebody
Yeah,
played
and
there.
he's going to be a free agent. He's going to be a free agent this year. And so, man, it was just like, and I'm a huge baseball fan and love Corky in particular. And his wife hit me up and
Hit on you? Hit you
no,
up?
no, no politics now. But I'm going to write. What reminded me of it was the Defender talking about a theme song. Is that Corky had told his wife, said, "I want to go to bat to one of Roger's songs this year." And I knew I couldn't send him out there to party in my pants or butt ugly slut. So I'm going to.
Sure you can.
I'm getting to write Corky Miller's "Going to Bat" song
Oh,
for this
that's
year.
awesome.
Sweet,
So,
man.
Any ideas?
not really. I don't want to make it. I guess I'll have to hit Doc up for an idea.
Frying bacon naked or something?
See, you got to be careful. You want something inspiring, but not too over the top. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, it's got to have a little comedy.
Yeah, it's got to be something where it does. You can concentrate on his at bat rather than dancing or whatever else you might get into on the way to the plate.
I want to remind everybody that all the high school playoff games tonight start at 7 o'clock for you folks. Normally 7:30 starts, but when the playoffs come around, that is a TSSAA thing, local 7 o'clock time. So if you're going to a game, get on it. You got about 25 minutes. We got Stoney.
And drive safe. too.
Yes, drive safe, no doubt. Stoney, welcome to Sport Talk and Talk Radio.
Hey, boys, it don't get no better than this. Roger Allen Wade and high school football.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a
We're
song.
sitting up here at Copper Basin Stadium right now, and it's just sleeting and raining like crazy.
Really?
Yes. I mean, falling a flood with ice in it, and we're ready for football. We got a full house up here tonight.
Awesome. And a big congrats. And we've said it before for Copper Basin High School. My goodness, what a great season, and it ain't over.
That's right.
No, it's not over. We're going to win this tonight, and I read the paper today if we win tonight where we go, but I've never heard of that team. But we'll probably go with them and support these Cougars.
So you'll be on the road if you win, Stoney?
According to the paper, the winner of this game tonight will travel.
That's
Best of luck to the Basin.
Hey, we enjoy your show and enjoy hearing Roger Allen on there, and we'll give you guys a call a little later on and let you know what's going on.
Fantastic. We're looking forward to you,
man.
Stoney. Week 11 of the Coca-Cola Red Zone starts at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll have all your playoff scores, and, of course, Georgia, their final regular season week. Alabama's first round of playoffs, so we'll have all those scores.
I don't see how you two are going to recover from Roger Allen to do that.
it's gonna be tough.
I wish I could follow Roger Allen to T-Bones tonight, because that's where you're going to be live, right?
I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I'm calmed down from the old. But leaving this show tonight, I'm going to stop and get a beer. Go home. I got to.
Roger, what's the name of your new album, and where can they get it?
Oh, Doc will go stop and get a beer to drop my hat, won't he?
Oh, yeah. He just needs a little excuse.
That or a chocolate cake.
What, Joe, thank you for asking. The new album is called Del Guayo Motel, and it's available at iTunes, Amazon, and anywhere music's sold online. And y'all pick one up, because I got to pay my rehab bill.
Now, where could I get a Roger Allen Wade T-shirt? Are those available?
I should have brought some. I'll check in the car.
I'll pay for one. I just need to know where to get it.
Like for everyone else, like just Googleize Roger Allen Wade or go to Facebook and search it, and just search my name, and it'll take you somewhere that they got them. But I might have some in the car. But the album, we haven't got hard copies yet. We just made it. It's on Johnny Knoxville Records, and Knoxville was wanting to get it out in time to piggyback it with all this Jackass promo. So we just got it as a download, but it is out there. And again, y'all please pick one up. How do we get it? Off the internet? Yes, sir. Just go to Amazon, iTunes, or anywhere that music's online.
It's also available on Rhapsody.
And I ask, and this is the genius in Roger Allen Wade, I ask him, how you get the title? What's the name of that motel, Roger?
It's called Del Guayo Motel.
He said, I got it off a John Wayne movie, The Alamo, and I'm going, God almighty.
Yeah.
By the way, for the information there, Copper Basin plays Harriman tonight. The winner will go to Sunbright, which is up there near Oneida, Harriman, between Harriman and Oneida, north of if you get on 27, just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
Keep going until the past 40 and all that stuff. You'll see it. Sunbright, one of the better football schools in single A in our state. Real good tradition up there. 267-1023. We got Dale. Welcome to the Talk Monster and Sport Talk. How you doing, Dale?
I'm good. Two quick little things here. The first time I ever heard Roger, I was about 19, and I got somebody to sneak me in over in Hickson to Marta's Rack and Roll, and he was playing. That was about 89, I guess. I've never heard him before, and I thought, man, this music's pretty cool. But every time he'd go to play a song before, at least 15 times that night before he played the song, he'd say, "This is a song I wrote about a girl."
Yeah,
every song.
That's my only joke.
No, you got to just bring a tear to a glass eye. That one,
and,
you got two of them.
I guess 2002, I was out for my bachelor party. I said, let's go see Roger. He was over at Bud's, and there was a young lady that was sitting in my lap dancing, and Roger, in the middle of a song, he looks over and he says, "Is that your fiance?" And I said, "No, it's not." He said, "I just don't think this is going to work. It's just not going to work." And he turned out to be right. It didn't work.
So not only a musician, but a soothsayer as well.
That's right. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, Dale. We appreciate it. Quick break. We'll come right back. Roger Allen Wade, our special guest. Orange Indian and Bill coming up. It's the Talk Monster. That's right. We get the best callers.
Oh, yeah.
The caller names on this is fantastic. Sport Talk continues. Here's a little Roger Allen Wade for you. Again, album CD is out, and another one coming too.
Yeah, working on the new one.
There you go. So
just spin them out, Roger.
Be advised.
Possibly the best album cover I've ever seen was All Liquored Up.
I'll tell you the story on that when we come back.
Please do. Yeah, she was, we'll get the story when we come back.
A little butterball.
Yeah, Sport Talk, WGOW.
Hot wired an Oldsmobile in the alley, headed for that borderline. Robbed a liquor store outside Shreveport, took $60 and some wine. And there was thunder in the distance and danger on the wind. Oh, it's a fragile existence, children, when anger is your friend. You wash down the fear with red wine. You call the devil's hand. They ain't nowhere to go but Mexico. On a Greyhound, woke up 300 miles from home, with the north wind dancing like Gene Kelly, the sky looking like rusted chrome, the bus wheels whining like a hard luck
6:48.
gambler, on and on and on.
Now,
Roger Allen Wade hanging with
I
me.
gotta ask
How many of these kids ever been on a Greyhound listening to?
Man, I used to have to ride them every week to Nashville, Doc.
Wow.
And I learned a trick is you get on there early and you get a bunch of newspapers and you wad them up and beside you and you get dark sunglasses and drool. And nobody wants to sit by you. You get the whole seat to yourself.
There you go. Tricks of the trade.
Now, I know you've been all over the country playing some of the honkiest of the honky tonks. That didn't sound right, but you know what I'm talking about.
I guarantee they were honky.
Is there one in particular, is there one thing that just happened at a certain place that stands out in your mind?
You know, it was one thing, just a quick story. Out of all of them, we were playing down Savannah, Georgia, and this has been years ago, but I always thought it was funny. My mom and dad...
Just like yesterday.
Yes, sir, just like yesterday, Doc, except no politics. My mom and dad had come down, and my aunt and uncle, Knoxville's parents, had come down. And so we was just really getting it, man. I had the whole band going, and we was just really cooking. And this cat walked in, and he was all decked out. Just, Elvis regalia, had the hair all whooped back and the big old sideburns and the cape and everything. He come in with a couple of his buddies, and, the outskirts of Savannah, it gets pretty wacky. And so they'd come in there from the woods, and they'd sitting there, and my dad had been talking to him. He told me, just come in from Memphis, and he was going on and on about that. So we took a break, and I went over there, and my dad said, I want to introduce you to somebody over here. So I went over, and that guy, he just started being an ass, And I was like, well, man, let me tell you something. I said, I got to tell you one thing. You look just like Johnny Cash. And, it just crumbled, man. He got up with his buddies and left and walked out the door.
I love it.
267-1023, Orange Indian, welcome to Sport Talk and Talk Radio.
Yeah, I don't know Roger Allen Wade too well, but it seemed like I've heard him talk about him on John Boy and Billy's show. But any man that sings about John Ward, talks about John Ward telling about Tennessee beating Alabama is my kind of man.
Well, thank you, my brother.
Did you ever get any love from John Boy and Billy, Roger?
I don't know them cats. I think they played some of our songs and stuff,
right.
And I don't get up that early like Doc knows.
Yeah, now, Orange Indian, what you may not know, when we promoted yesterday, we did mention that Roger Allen's uncle played tailback at Tennessee in the early 50s.
Yes, and
All right, I didn't know that.
Jimmy Wade, he backed up Hank Laricella.
but played between Majors and Laricella. But
yeah.
my dad has some articles I wish I'd have brought. General Neyland said that he would have been one of the best ever. He just played with a nothing team, and he's one of my heroes. He passed away here just a few years ago, and just a dynamic character.
I was wanting to know, do you do the voice promos for another station, on a country station down here in Chattanooga?
He might do that. I don't want to talk about that, though.
We're all right with it.
No politics.
Indian, we appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
buddy.
though.
We're okay with
Yes,
that.
he does,
Yes,
certainly.
sir.
Bill, welcome to Sport Talk and Talk
I
Radio.
listen all the time.
What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm not Bill,
No, you're not.
No.
but
We're having a party tonight.
See, you got Doc in the mood already.
He's going to stop and get a beer.
That's right.
That's true.
Because it sleeted in Copper Basin.
Just one excuse, right? Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. How about a blast from the past?
I don't know about that.
No, it's
No
okay.
politics.
It's okay. No, really. Do you remember a man named Jack Tarver?
Very well. Yes, I do. He was a journalist for the Atlanta Constitution and just a music aficionado and just all-around character. His dad owned the
great
Atlanta
guy.
Constitution, in fact.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, this is Kim.
Well, how are you doing? Yeah, boy, we got some stories on old Tarver. He left us stranded there one time, and I remember we ate in about 3 days. He come back, stopped at the Cracker Barrel. He said, y'all hungry? And I was like, yeah, I knew you were starving. And he went in and got some sausage and biscuits and come back and drove all the way over Mount Eagle Mountain, all the way through South Pittsburgh, and back home to Chattanooga and ate every one of them himself.
Right. Hey, but remember we used to always stay at the Holiday Inn, the
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Boy, they
Yeah.
misnamed that, didn't they?
Yeah. And one time you got the wrong message. You thought we were supposed to check out in the morning, and you came and knocked on my door, and you said they've already taken my room.
That's the day he ate all the biscuits.
Well, Kim, thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
Hey, listen, I just love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you, honey. Thank you so much. So good to hear from
And there's
you.
a party tonight.
Yeah.
T-Bones, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I can't say the other.
Yeah, that's right. All right, portion of the Talk Monster brought to you by Sport Clips. And again, we're 3 locations to serve you. MVP treatment's what you want. Precision haircut every time. Massaging shampoo. Legendary hot steam towel. Relaxing neck and shoulder massage. Roger, this is what you need, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Great value for an MVP and a great stress reliever. Open 7 days a week. No appointment necessary. Playing sports everywhere at Sport Clips, Hamilton Place, Gun Barrel Road, Fort Oglethorpe, Battlefield Parkway, and in Hickson on Highway 153 in the Target and Best Buy Center. It's Sport Clips, where it's good to be a guy. Sport Talk returns, and we'll wrap it up here with Roger Allen Wade in just a second.
I'm 12 minutes from a Bud Light.
There you go.
Rock powder pill. Shoot. Rock powder pill.
Tony Sanders Outdoors every Saturday morning right here on 102.3 FM.
Chattanooga's trusted talk team lives at 102.3 FM.
5 per person. See store for details.
Jeff Styles and Fred the Show, a daily destination for thousands at 102.3 FM and online at WGOW.com/FM.
Tell them I sent you, and they'll give you a nice discount.
Fred the Show, weekdays 10 till noon on the Talk Monster.
On the crazy side of town, there is a bar room.
Just a minute or so left here.
What an afternoon.
Thank you so much, Roger, for
Yeah,
coming
Roger,
in. Man. Really,
Thank you, Quake. Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Albums, T-shirts, just search them on the internet. You can find it
next
all.
time you see me, Roger, I've got the Raw shirt on, man.
Okay, now I'm going to get you. What size?
Oh, well.
We're all
Big.
doubles.
Doubles, yeah. Just to be safe.
You may not have that size.
Yeah, you can go to Amazon.
Amazon, iTunes, anywhere music sold online, and pick up Del Guayo Motel. And just what a privilege to be here. And just
the cuts we've heard. Awesome.
I want you to hear it, Doc.
I wanted to tell you, too, when you let me and my friend Tubi get up there and play the guitar and harmonica at the pizza joint there on Ixon.
What were you thinking?
That's what I said. I mean, I figured, well, man, you don't get this shot many times. Let's go for
Anytime,
it.
bro.
That was
Anytime.
so much fun. Roger Allen Wade will go out with some of his music. Jed Mescon coming up. Be true to your school. Sail Creek High School this week's guest, so stay tuned to that. And, of course, 8:05 we'll have the official Red Zone playoff edition from the Coca-Cola Red Zone folks. Be listening for that.
Roger Allen's agreed, I think, to do the Jed at 11 to 12 show, the one that we did the other day. I said, well, get ready.
Jed said, how can I get you on there? And Doc says, get him up. Wake him up.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We're out of here. Sport Talk. See ya.
And the love we share, it just grows and grows.